What's cooking, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your chef Beats all our booze, and this is the Beat Bistro. Let's go!
Hey, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? I'm your chef Beats all our booze, and today we have a very, very special guest. This is the Beat Bistro, and we have someone here who does beats. He makes more than beats, he makes masterpieces. He's a producer, legendary. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Vinny Idol. Vinny, pleasure. Have a seat, my man. Pleasure to have Vinny Idol, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Beat Bistro.
Grateful to be here.
It's crazy. This is crazy. What's going on right now? How you doing, my man?
Good, and you?
I'm good, man. Thank you for coming through to the Beat Bistro. What do you think, man? What do you think of what we got going on here?
I'm loving this right here, man.
You know.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Too,
it's a pleasure to have you. Now, when you come to the Beat Bistro, you have to have two things. I know you don't rap, but as you can see, you got an MPC X as well as I. Now, did you bring your beats with you here to the Beat Bistro?
Yeah, I brought a couple of joints.
Couple of joints. You're being modest right now.
To play around.
Did you bring your appetite? Are you hungry?
Oh yeah, definitely. Waiting for that.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
I got you two courses. I got you Caesar salad, you know, croutons, cheese, Caesar dressing, you know, something simple. And I got you a rigatoni and broccoli with chicken and a garlic cream sauce.
Nice.
Like that?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
good?
clever. Yeah.
All right, my man. Now, with that being said, Vinny Idol, ladies and gentlemen, I'm kind of nervous right now because he's who he is. Just tell the people who you are, everything about you, and I'm gonna get prepping.
I'm Vinny Idol, you know.
Wait, but first, ladies and gentlemen, it is set the table time. Thank you to our lovely server, Nydia. Round of applause. Thank you. That was a great job.
Yeah, that was good.
My man, if you drink wine, cheers. Thank you for coming.
Thank
You were, my man.
Yeah, so go by Vinny Idol from the Bronx, in-house producer for D Block. You know, did a lot of joints for a lot of artists out. You know, production is my thing, man. Been doing it for a minute. Music runs in the family. You know?
Okay.
And that's how we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, listen, I'm kind of new to this, you know, compared to you. But like D Block, Jadakiss, Chic Luch, like that's crazy, man. Like I grew up listening to a lot of stuff that you produced, and it's just amazing to have you here. So I kind of want to let the people know that this is really big, you know, being that you have the MPC here with you, and we get to kind of jam out. So let's talk about like how you got started in it. You know, like what made you want to start producing and how you kind of got into that.
Well, my family always been into the music scene. I mean, you know, my family's definitely come from a church background.
Okay.
And my cousin is David DMX. He did a lot of records, you know, Run DMC, and the list goes on. So I always took a liking to it, you know, and I tried the DJ thing for a minute. You know, it was cool, but I wanted to make the beats. So
Did you do the DJ thing before, like?
Yeah.
Before you got?
Yeah, you know, I tried, and then I went right to the track machine, man. I needed to record it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And once I just did that, you know, I took a liking to it. That's what I wanted to do. You know?
Now, what equipment did you start using when you first, like your first beats that you were making?
Like coming up, you mean? On a come up?
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I had all type of machines, man. Casios, Tascam 4-track to an 8-track. I had ASR 10.
Wow.
I had the SB12,
Classics.
SB1200. I had
Classics.
the Oberheim DMX drum machine. I had no sample on it, so you had to lay your beats down and then do your sample separate. You know what I'm saying? Like it was different. I had the Casio SK1. I got that for Christmas. I had a little 3 seconds of sample time. So I was kind of fortunate to be able to mess around because my parents let me get into the music. So that was my thing. I was like, if I had to get a machine, I was doing chores and get a new drum machine.
You have to work for it.
Different things like that. So I'd get some money from my grandparents and go to my aunt and my godmother and just rack up so I could just get a machine. So I always was into it like that. You know what I mean? So I always had some type of sampler, keyboard, you know what I mean, or something.
Do you play any instruments?
Yeah, I play drums. I still play drums, every Sunday on church.
Me too. Not in church, but I do.
Yeah, I play in church. I play a little keys, but drums is more my thing.
Yeah.
Now,
how'd you get linked up with like you said, like D Block, all these guys? You know what I mean? Like,
but just making my bones, man. Around I was doing records when dudes was just pressing a wax, like we just had to. That was just the thing, you know what I mean? So I was going to different hoods, different artists, and just saturating, man, doing beats here and there. Then I had people coming from Brooklyn all the way to the Bronx in my mom's crib, you know what I'm saying, to record. People coming from Jersey. So one thing led to another, started getting hot in the hood.
Yeah.
A couple
Started
of people,
getting your name out.
and they want to take me around. Want to introduce you to people. So, one of the people that ended up being was Super Mario.
Okay.
He was at Bad Boy at the time.
Okay.
So, he just took a liking to it, and he was managing me for that time. And then, once he left, once the Locks left in, and they started doing the D Block thing, after the Rough Rider Flex, I was right there at the beginning as in-house producer. So after that, it was over.
After that, it was history.
Yeah,
right?
That's
crazy. That's a crazy story.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy that you're here, man. Like, honestly, because the name Caesar Salad for my man Vinny Idol.
Yikes.
Enjoy that.
Fantastic.
Like coming up, me as a young producer, like you'd hear like Vinny Idol, Nas, these people, and it's like, when you hear their music, I always like to like kind of imitate. You know what I mean? You hear these joints, you hear these sampled joints, and it's like, yo, I want to make joints like that. How do what equipment is he using? What equipment do I use to make my joints sound like that, sound like industry standard, you know what I mean? And it's just dope to hear it from you, you know what I mean? Like, like right there. So it's like, it's crazy that you're here, man. I'm still like, what's going on, bro? what is this? But all right, so like, can we talk about like your first placement, your first real?
Yeah, my first real placement was on the K Slade Street Sweepers album.
Okay.
That was on Columbia. So we had got and it was a lock song. You know what I mean? And after that, like I said, from there it was just crazy. We did that. Then I was on one of the Clue albums. I did one of the Flex albums. And then we all had deals. So Sheik started doing solos. You know what I mean? So
they just always reached out to you.
Yeah, because I was always in house and I was sending them like 20 and 30 beats because they was like, as soon as I finished, they was taking a whole CD.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even be knowing who was like doing what song, you know what I mean, or whatever, because they'd just be stretching it out. Sometimes fighting over who got what beat, whatever. So
would you make beats
cool.
Specifically for like, yo, this one is for Sheik, this one's, like kind of delegate, or when you're making them put them in folders, like, oh, I think this is for him, I think this is for him, or you just kind of made like an overall sound?
That's I just like, I really like did an overall, that like later on came around, and I could be like, yo, this is for Pete, this is for Luke, this is for Kiss. But I was just overall just, you know what I'm saying, just making one sound. And they was really picking what they like, you know what I'm saying? And and I started seeing that I can even put the left stuff on a CD too. Like, because they was picking the left stuff, like I wouldn't think, I'm like, yo, that one? Yeah. I was like, all right. Once they put it together, I was like, all right. Yeah. And now I see it, just gotta shop everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
See, like, I used to be like that too. Like sometimes, I won't play certain artists, certain beats because I don't like them. You know what I mean? It's like, But then as I got a little older and more kind of into it, I would just show them everything.
Yeah, just play everything.
You never know what they're into or what they like, and if it's new to them, you know, it might be old to you, but it's new to them, and you know what I mean. So it's kind of, I started doing that, just showing everybody anything. Where it's like I was never like, nah, I don't want to show you this. And then it's kind of picked up, and even still to this day, sometimes I don't, you know, I call them like Z-list beats.
Gotcha.
They're just joints that either are not done fully or they're just kind of like, the idea is not worked out all the way, you know what I mean? And I'll just come back to it another time. Do you kind of do that too?
Yeah, I definitely do that. Like I call it like making the skeletons, you know what I'm saying? I be having volumes of that, like I just come back to them, maybe throw a bass line on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or somebody, you know, some keys or something else, or change the drums. But yeah, I definitely do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely a good regimen to do, you know?
Yeah,
Because then you come back, like sometimes you don't even come back to them for a minute.
Yeah,
You're like,
while,
I did this, and then you
hear it with a different ear or some new. Yeah, I definitely do that. With shows too, sometimes I'll make a beat and, you know, I'll hear a bass line or, you know, I'll make it and just put it to the side and then I'll let him hear it and he'll kind of add the bass and then I hear it in a whole nother way or, you know, take it another way. He'll add keys or strings or something and it just changes it. So like you said, like skeleton beats is building maybe just the drums and the sample and then adding all that other stuff later. You know what I mean? That kind of works out too. So
the solid is smacking too, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that coming from Vinny Idol. So let's talk about gear. Let's talk about equipment. I use the MPC-X now. I see you have one there. What do you think about it? And like, you know, talk about that.
This machine's wonderful.
It's great, right?
Yeah, right.
It's a beast.
I was using the Renaissance for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I had all the MPs, but this, I like what they did with this machine right here. You know what I mean? You can play around, you can stand alone if you ain't got your laptop, it's all right.
What do you like the most about it?
Really, the feel.
The feel of it, right?
Yeah, it's still, it got like, the swing ain't too computery.
Yeah.
Like the other ones, you know what I'm saying?
It still has that, like human feel, kind of like.
Even if you quantizing, it still gives you like, you know, like a nice little swing. You know what I'm saying? I
was rocking the MPC 2000 XL for a while, which nowadays is like, it got floppy, you know, you got to use floppy disk, so people will come into the studio and be like, yo, you got to load up your beats on floppies, bro? And it would take long, and I kind of just kept it because I like the sound of it, I like the feel of it.
Yeah.
Because I did use, I used the 4000.
4000 is dope. That was dope.
Because it had a lot of memory.
Yeah.
You could store a lot of stuff in the machine, you know what I'm saying? Where that, it's like, you can only load so much on the floppy disk.
Exactly.
And it's like, you can only load one beat at a time. So it's like, people are like, yo, let me hear another one. I'm like, all right, give me a couple minutes.
Yeah, I like the 4000, especially the onboard effects.
And I think they stopped making that one. They discontinued it or something like that, which is good. It was kind of like the same size, a little thicker. This
I
one's
still
thinner.
got my shoe. Wow. Nice, wow.
And I see that you have it hooked up to the laptop, which I haven't hooked mine up to the software. So
okay.
How do you like that? Do you like working on the computer with it, or are you still hands-on with it?
I kind of, because I was already, you know, kind of using the laptop program anyway, like I said, from the Renaissance, so I just kept that, you know, the feel.
Yeah. And I like the touchscreen, all of that. That's pretty handy. It's fast. It's very fast. You can store a lot of projects in here. I got, like you said, a bunch of skeleton stuff going on. You know what I mean? I just, you know, just clicked it, load it, boom, it's there. With that, it's like, put the disc in, load. You gotta. It sounds like an old Commodore computer. It's like, oh man, this is crazy. But that's dope, man. So let's talk about the current sound of what's going on in the hip hop rappers. It's different, you know. It's definitely different from what I grew up listening to, and even within the last couple years, the last six, 7 years, it's changed, and I feel like that happens with the youth, and that's what's up because they do run it. You know, they do make it's a youth game. You know what I mean?
You're right about that.
How do you feel about, or like what current artists are you like messing with, or do you listen to, or kind of go with their sound?
I'm all over the place with it. I mean, cause you know I got young kids too, so I'm hearing drill stuff in the crib.
Yeah, do you
know
kind of use them to
Yeah, definitely, cause they play a major part. And,
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause they be like, nah, that ain't it. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that ain't it. I be like, word? Nah.
Like, okay.
So, you know, so certain, and it'll just be a simple sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That they just used to hearing the certain sonics. So
yeah,
I definitely use their ears when it comes to that, especially if I'm trying to tap into what they doing.
Yeah, because that's who's gonna buy the music. That's who's streaming the music. Between, you know, iTunes, TikTok, Instagram, it's the kids that are calling the shots on like, yo, what we want to dance to, and especially with the dance videos, it's like, you can go viral off a dance video, just the beat on the dance video, and say that person didn't necessarily make that beat for a rapper or for an artist. It's just a dance video, but that beat now turns into a song, which turns viral, and
totally
it goes up, man.
Yeah, and they take off, you know. But the sound, I like the new sound. I like, because I'm about the sonics, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, as long as it's used correctly, man, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You know, the 808s and everything. 808s always been in hip hop anyway.
Yeah, and I feel like, and that's the thing, I was just thinking about that the other day, because I was listening to like some old beats, and you heard the 808s, but it was different.
Yeah.
They weren't used the way they're used now. You know what I'm saying? That they slide them.
Yeah.
They make them do crazy stuff, especially with the drill. With those 808s, the way they slide it is crazy.
Yeah, because it's like, a lot of music now, it's especially with the new stuff, it's a lot of mesh. You know what I'm saying? They mesh in EDM, they mesh in trap, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like, so, you know, when they coming up with a sound like that, it's like you just gotta really tap in, because it ain't no boundaries now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's fast now. Like, I started making beats in Fruity Loops.
Yeah. When
I first started, like, you know, I got the program, and I was just learning it, you know, with the patterns and stuff, and I did that for a while. And I used to go to other studios and see people with these drum machines, you know, the MPCs, the this, the that, and I'm like, you know, I just felt like their sound was different from the digital sound, you know what I mean, from the MIDI to like
to the
actual
block sound,
audio. It just hit harder, you know what I'm saying? The drums it just sounded like real.
Yeah, that's
so that's what made me want to kind of go to the MPC feel. How do you feel like? Have you used like any software to?
Yeah, I tap into Logic all the time.
Logic, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I use Logic with the MP. You know what I'm saying? Just real quick, but Logic, I'm on there all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You use the sounds in Logic, or you just kind of like track out in Logic?
Yeah, I use the sounds.
Okay.
Sometimes I use the sounds.
Because I was tracking out in Logic just to take, you know, the analog MPC and bring the audio into Logic and track it out there and kind of use the effects, put some sounds from Logic in there.
Like if I want to stretch it, you know what I'm saying? I definitely just throw this, you know, export everything into Logic and then you know what I mean, do everything, with Logic from the MP. So definitely
that's dope, man. So I'm so anxious, man, to hear what you got rocking out of the MP, because like I said, you got joints, and it's that sound that I love about your joints, you know, that New York, and just that heaviness, you know, it's hard, it's rap. Nowadays, like I like the sound of now too, the trap, you know what I mean? But I feel like lyrics and melodies kind of took over, like the melodies, you know what I'm saying? You get rappers now that rap, but it's good because it's changing, and you gotta stay on top of what's going on. So it sharpens you up and keeps you good with it. Sure. So I got a couple things that I want to show you after I get this prepped. So I got your pasta in the water, building your sauce for your pasta right now. And we'll get to go, man. I got
some more dressing for the salad? You got some more dressing there?
Yeah, sure, man. I got you, man.
Thank you, man, right here.
Anything you want, man.
Good looking, brother.
Yes, sir.
That's good enough.
So, who you currently like working with? Like,
I mean, the list goes on. I mean, of course, you know my people, Terra Van Pool, got Shooter, Natre, Dave East and Styles. We just did Beloved too.
Okay, I saw that.
Yeah, so I don't know when that's dropping. I got a joint with Conway, Benny.
So I saw you in the studio recently with Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, Beanie, he came out of the crib. You know what I'm saying? So it's a few people. You know, the list goes on. You know what I mean? I just wait till like, you know, when it's like really release date. You know what I mean? So I don't sabotage nothing, man.
Now, when you work with artists like that, like, do they reach out to you, or you kind of like just send joints out And you know, how does that? I always wonder how that process goes.
It's kind of like, it's kind of both ways, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they be having their already in-house crew already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they do be like looking for other joints. So when I reach out, they like surprised, like, oh man, like word. So it's like I always get like a green light. You know what I'm saying? To do that. And then some do reach out too, like, yo, I need a pack. You know, and I send a couple, you know, over there.
Yeah.
Or I might just end up somebody. I might do a feature with somebody. You know what I mean?
And people hear it.
Yeah.
And like, yo, who made that? And it just kind of,
yeah,
you know, gets shopped around. Because kind of like that sometimes with me too, but not on your level, man. Because I'm like,
nah, man.
Well, but like, you know, you give a beat to your mans, and then his man's here, and he's like, yo, who made that beat? And then they kind of refer you, and it just spreads the love. You know
exactly.
Everybody just kind of reaches out and takes care of what they have to, which is pretty dope, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a little game, man. You're Vinny Idol, right? I got a game called Spinning Vinyl. Vinny Idol, Spinning Idol. Every time I hear the name Vinny Idol, I don't know, for some reason, vinyl always pops in my head. Like record.
Yeah.
I think because the name, like, it sounds like it.
Good looking.
Idol, vinyl, you know, it's all good. So I got 3 records. And a record player for all the kids watching who don't know what this is. It's a record player, vinyl record. And the reason why I say that is because I was in the studio a couple of weeks ago and I was playing records, and the dude was like, he's like, yo, is that a record player?
Yeah, somebody did that to me recently.
He's like,
too.
how does it
wow.
work?
I'm like, wow.
He was like, how does it work? You know, because this one right here, if you play it, you know, without the speakers on, like, you could hear it. You know, like a phonograph.
Okay.
You know, it'll play without the speakers. You know, so like if I turn the volume down, it'll play through here.
Dope.
For all the kids who don't know, like, you know, it's cut into the groove. I'm not gonna explain that to you, but anyway, look it up. So pretty much, I got a game. I got 3 records. I'm gonna play them for you. Some new, some old, and I want you to see if you can guess what the artist is. But you're Vinny Idol, so you're probably gonna get them. They're not too crazy.
All right.
But I just want to bring the vinyl aspect because we got MPCs here, vinyl, sampling. It all coexists, it all goes together.
Got you.
So, first one, ready? Spinning vinyl with my man, Vinny Idol.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Oh, that's it. Bust a bus, right?
We climb your best.
Yeah.
What was that?
Bust a bus.
Bust a bus. Bust a bus, turn it up. You hear that?
Open your mind, y'all. Grind your whole ass till you twist your waistline. Y'all know the sound.
Dope. You got it, man. It's just dope that, you know,
Bust a
you got
bus.
the vinyl, you got the MPC. It's just a dope feel, man. So I got another one here. This is another old school one. I'm not gonna show you because you know, this one's dusty. All of that, dusty, musty records. Here we go. Let's see, which one? Oh, okay, that's a good song. All right, man. Tell me if you know this one. Yeah. You know the artist? Or the name of the name of her?
Oh my
Her
God. Not Carol Douglas. Hold on. Not Graham McCrae. Oh my God. You got me on that one.
Nah, yeah. Her name starts with an E.
Evelyn King?
Yes.
Evelyn Champagne King?
Champagne, yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
oh,
there you got it.
Dope. Okay.
That's what's up.
Good.
Again, that's Evelyn Champagne King.
I know it's one of them.
Great song, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
an
that
old
song.
joint.
That's an old joint. All right, last one. You ready? Oh man, here we go. What we got here? Oh, this is a good one. I like this one. All right, let's see if I can find. Let's see.
Got me on that one.
Do You Want to Get Funky With Me? Do you want to get funky with
What's
me?
the artist?
Peter Brown.
Peter Brown. I got that record too.
All right, so here's
Oh, joint.
1 for 3, which is all good, bro, because he didn't know he was going to do that. So spinning vinyl with my man Vinny Idol. Appreciate that. That was dope.
You brought it out,
Kids, these are
man.
records, not
Yeah.
CDs. They're older than CDs, and I don't even think they do CDs anymore.
Word.
I still got CDs. I don't know about the new kids, because everything's digital, iTunes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just works out like that. So, now, like I said earlier, there's no rapping here today on this episode, guys. It's beats. This is great because I feel like sometimes on the show I don't really get to talk about beats and production and equipment and stuff, so to have you here talking about that is pretty dope.
All right.
So earlier in the week, I sent you a couple samples, and I was like, yo, pick a sample, pick any ones you want, cut them up, and then we're gonna talk about the process and show the process, and you know, just kind of vibe out a little bit with the samples as I get your pasta ready for plate.
Yeah. So basically, that Van Halen joint.
Oof. Whew.
So that one.
Whew.
I just try, you know, that's something pretty simple.
That's fire. That's fire. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is fire.
Yeah,
Yo, that's fire,
you
man.
did
I don't even
something
want to play
crazy.
mine now.
Nah,
I don't
I
even
know
want
you
to
did
play
something
mine. That's
crazy.
not fair,
I
bro.
know you did something crazy.
That's not
man.
fair. Yo, I cut mine up today real quick. I'm a player, but
I know you did something
so
crazy.
I did. Let me tell. We gave him Van Halen right now, which I'll play it like in the beat. I'll show you, just so they know what the original song is. That was so fire. Can you play that one more time, man? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Eating a salad.
Fire. Oh my God. That's fire, bro. Yo. That is crazy. That's exactly what I know it should be coming from Vinny Idol. Like them hard drums that's fire, man.
Good luck,
That's
brother. Good looking, man.
that's crazy. Woo!
Thanks for that loop, man.
Wow.
We just playing around, you know.
That's fire, bro.
Man, good
Not gonna lie.
Good
All right,
luck
let
for
me.
that sample.
Are you done with your salad or?
Yeah, I'm still.
You still gonna do it? All right, I'm gonna play your pasta real quick, and then I'm gonna show you what I did, my little beat that I made. I don't even want to do. I don't even want to make it anymore.
Knock it off, man. Play that fire, bro.
Oh man, that's hard, bro. That's. And I always like I said, like a lot of, on the episodes, I always talk about Like if I heard that beat, I always think about like how he sampled it, where did he put his chops, how did he chop it up with the voice in the background, like stuff like that. That's crazy, man.
Here's a different part.
Yeah, those are the parts right there. Fire.
And I just took the other part.
Crazy. Wow. Pasta, my man. I got you some garlic bread. Wow, that is crazy, man.
Good
All
looking,
right,
man. Play that fire, man.
all right, guys. I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try. I'm giving my best shot. I'm gonna show you the chops real quick, and then I'll just bang into it. Actually, I was gonna start it like this. Ready? Making beats with Vinny Idol. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, bro.
That's crazy, bro. You
Yo, I'm making beats and
crazy.
cooking food for Vinny Idol.
Yo, that's
Someone
crazy.
stabbed me or pinched me or something.
That was dope, B.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
That was
But
crazy.
you know, like I said, like I'm listening. I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna cut this up and Vinny Idol's gonna be here, I gotta think like him, and I gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Because
That's love.
I feel like a lot of people, like, you know, with sampling too, they'll just loop it. You know what I mean? They'll just bring the loop back instead of like chopping it and rearranging how it normally goes.
Exactly.
And every time I hear your beats when you sample, that's what you do. Like you'll keep it similar enough where we know where it is, but change it enough where it's like, yo, and you know, change the swing of it, change the feel of it. And that's what I love about you, man. And
bro.
can I just hear your beat one more time? That shit is so hard. It's so crazy. That's dope, man. Shells on bass. See, like you slowed it down. You think it's gonna do one thing, and then it just comes in crazy. Oh my God, man. Woo! All right, so I cut up one more of those samples of the ones I sent you.
Nice.
I believe it's this one. I think. Oh, let's see this. Nope, this. Nope, this one. All right, let's see. You want to do your next one?
Yeah, man, you can go. All right.
But it put you down and left you standing there. But it put you down and left you standing there. Not for that, in there, in there, in there, you standing there, in there, you standing there.
It's all right. That one, like I said, it was like a skeleton, so I got the chops. You know what I'm saying? Like I have the drum loop going, so I kind of like, that's what I do. Like I'll play the drum loop with the sample and kind of work out where I want the sample to go or how it works. You know what I'm saying? Create that rhythm with it. So you know, little something.
That's dope,
I
man.
try to get in my bag sometimes,
All
but
right, man. That's
you know.
chop, man. That's how you gotta chop them, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Word.
That's fire, man.
Food
This
is
is
smacking. I gotta take some incredible.
pasta's good. Salad was good.
Yes, sir.
Doing all right.
Sir, let me see. I'm ready.
Ah. I feel like I could always tell someone who plays the drums because they, you know, it doesn't sound computerized. You could tell with these producers sometimes where it's just
Yeah, all day.
you know what I mean, all day with the, and it's like that drum pattern you could put on anything,
Yeah, that's a fact.
any sample, any tempo, it works. So to hear that like realness in the drums is like, it's crazy.
Thank you, my word, man. Just, you know, just trying to keep it, you know what I mean?
Keep it
going, man.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
This dude got joints. That joint right there was fire, man. I didn't even cut the other one up because I was like, I was trying to work on these where it's like, these gotta be, at least one gotta be where I really love it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, sometimes with the beats, it's like if you don't, oh man, look at that, guys. I forgot to put the broccoli in. Oh man. Oh man. But he enjoyed it anyway. Next time, guys. Sorry. You got anything else you want to preview, man? Or
I mean, I always got, you know.
we could like, you know, we could do like drum, sample, bass, or if I don't know, whatever you want to do.
It don't matter, man. Whatever you need to do, man.
Cause I had that, and then I had the other side of it where I didn't even really use it. Like these are my chops. So like, but trying to make it make sense, you know what I mean? Trying to make it make sense melodically and bass-wise. So like, that's the thing, I'll build the drums and have the bass, where Shells will play along to. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's like, yeah, you know, you either love it or you like it, or it's like, we'll save that for another day, or, you know, you build on it. You get inspired by other producers.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I'm gonna go home and be like, nah, I got to knock like that, or, you know what I mean? It just gives you a different perspective on it. Mm-hmm. But,
yeah, because, you know, I still, you know, I be going to you guys' pages and all that, man, getting, you know, inspired, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta listen to other guys, man. So,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have
See
you
what's
worked,
going on.
do you work a lot with like other industry producers and stuff, like collab?
Well, I'm cool with a lot of them, but I don't really collab too much because
it's kind of hard for me.
yeah, it's definitely hard for me because, not to sound funny, I like play everything.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You
I don't need nobody to do my drums.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know, and if worse comes to worse, I could just go give my little cousin to play the keys. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm like, what can I really do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that's why I be like, a lot of the collabs, you know, you gotta be kind of mentally
Yeah, you got to be ready for
strong
it.
to be like, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna lay your drums and then walk away.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I can't do it.
I feel the
Otherwise,
same
I'm
way.
like, nah, B, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I've collabed with, I mean, me and Shells are different because like he makes his own beats, like total beats, and I make my own joint. But when we collab, it's different because I don't play bass.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So I could hear something and say like, I'll hum it like, yo, do the and he'll do that and then add what he
What a
knows,
bass
like, yo,
player,
this
no
works.
doubt.
These notes work. So it works out like that. But with other beat makers or producers, you know,
Yeah, it's hard.
I've been in the studio with them and it's like, I hear this and you hear that. How we gonna make
how's
this
it
work?
gonna work?
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or your drums, it's like, I don't like your drums. Or
Yeah.
he don't like this. So then it's like, we're not collabing. You're telling me what you don't like and I'm telling you what I don't
Exactly,
like.
exactly. That's
So
why I can't
it's
do
gonna
it.
be,
man.
yeah. I never really collabed besides with Shells with anyone that kind of was like, yo, this is it. Or I've been 100% in
Yeah.
where like, yo, I love everything about it because everyone, you know,
They got different.
producers got their own sound, their own drums, their whole knock, and it's like, you know, unless it's a musician thing where it's like, yo, I got the MP, you play piano, you play bass, you got keys, and it's just a whole collective. Then it's a little different.
Or
but-
even if it's like this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, if you got the same mind, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Frame, like, it'll work. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I noticed that a lot with like MPC guys. We'll be in the studio and they'll bring their MP and they'll be like, yo, you got the sample, I got the drums.
Yeah.
Or I got the sample, you got the drums. Or like you were doing, playing like accentuating on little things,
Yeah.
accents. You know what I mean? That works, but
No doubt.
everything else is kind of like, yo, what are we doing in here, man? Like, we're wasting time. But yo, I appreciate you so much for coming down
Man,
to the
thank you
Beat
for
Bistro,
having
my
me, man. Thank you for having me.
I wish you success and everything you're doing, man. Blessings and with all this whole COVID thing that's going on, man. Thank you for coming out.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
And it's really been inspirational, man. Like definitely, I'm gonna take a lot away from this episode because, like I said, we don't really talk beats on here a lot. You know what I'm saying? And to get to do it with a producer of your caliber, it's definitely a humbling feeling.
Nah, man, that's love, man. Keep doing this platform, man. You know, this is
I
dope.
appreciate you, man. I appreciate
This
you.
is real dope, bro.
With that being said, I'm gonna just play this joint out and the Beat Bistro. I'm Beats All Our Booze. That shows the God, Mr. Vinny Idol. Guys, I'll see you next week here on the
crack.
Beat Bistro.
Through